She's been in the WNBA for 2 minutes. There's no reason to hate her other than the amount of attention she's getting and her skin color. I mean, would this be happening to a black Caitlin Clark?
No.
Getting the same amount of attention. She's getting a lot of hate from people like that. Of course, Jamel Hill has weighed in, like a lot of people taking shots at her, and it's resulted in physical alterations on the court that don't get called as fouls, that the girls then deny were intentional. And Caitlin Clark always takes the high road. She never, points the finger, but it happened again.
Caitlin Clark just got a black eye on the court, and the ref didn't even call a foul. That's right, the WNBA's new superstar is getting roughed up, and it seems like nobody's doing anything about it. You know what's even crazier? Megyn Kelly is now involved, and she's not holding back. She's saying what everyone's thinking. Is the WNBA letting Clark get pushed around because she's stealing the spotlight?
What has Caitlin Clark, who's become this huge star, she's amazing, and she's getting all this attention, and some nasty press reporters are upset about it. She came out to say her own scoring record stands despite Caitlin Clark beating it because I guess they didn't have three-pointers when she was playing, which is just ridiculous.
You know what's crazy? Caitlin Clark's been in the WNBA for like 5 minutes, and she's already got everyone talking. This rookie's not just playing the game, she's changing it. Let's break it down. Clark steps onto the court, and suddenly all eyes are on her. She's dropping threes like it's nothing, making passes that make you go, how did she do that? It's like she's playing chess while everyone else is playing checker. In her debut game, she racked up 19 points and 8 assists. That's not rookie numbers. That's star player stuff right there. But here's where it gets wild.
Many black women inside the WNBA are resentful that this white woman came in and is getting all this attention. People weren't going, Jake, because they were homophobic, racists. That's why the other girls resent Caitlin getting attention, because she's not black.
But she is the Michael Jordan of female basketball. Every single player in that league, every single coach, manager, janitor, anyone who has anything to do with that league should be bowing at the altar of this woman.
Some players aren't happy about all the attention she's getting. You've got veterans who've been in the league for years, and now this rookie's stealing the spot. It's like Clark walked into their house and started rearranging the furniture, and some of them, they're not having it. Imagine this. Clark's on the court, she's cooking, and then bam, she gets knocked down hard. No foul called. What's going on? It's like the refs forgot their whistles at home. We're seeing plays that make you wonder if some players are trying to send a message like, welcome to the big leagues, rookie. Hope you brought your helmet. And it's not just on the court. Social media is blowing up with comments about Clark.
These are the highest ratings in more than 10 years. And it is 100% because of Caitlin Clark.
Those are regular NBA ratings. Like if you get a couple million people watching an NBA game, you're pretty happy as a network guy. She is the Michael Jordan. Like, I know you're not a major basketball
player. I know. This player from the Sun. And it seems very clear she bends her fingers into Caitlin's eyes. There it is. She could pull her hand away. She didn't. And Caitlin had a black eye, and it was not called.
Some love her, calling her the future of women's basketball. Others, not so much. They're saying she's overrated, that she's getting special treatment. It's like high school all over again, but with millions of people watching. So here's the million-dollar question. Is Caitlin Clark really getting roughed up more than other players in the WNBA? It's hard to say for sure, but the eye test doesn't lie. She's taking hits that would make an NFL linebacker wince. And when the refs don't blow the whistle, that's when things start to look a little fishy.
She is transforming the sport into something mainstream, which is what the WNBA was set out to do, and I think it started in 1994 or 1995.
And yet, since she's joined the league as a rookie, she's been abused. She's been abused over and over again by these other players. It seems pretty obvious to me, intentionally scratches Caitlin's eye with her long fingernails. She denies it was intentional, but watch, there it is. Hold on. So she goes for the ball, and then look, she points her hand down.
But hold up, we're just getting started. You won't believe what happened next. This whole situation, it's about to go from crazy to insane. We're talking about a storm that's about to hit the WNBA, and Caitlin Clark, she's right in the eye of it. Just when you thought the Caitlin Clark situation couldn't get any wilder, a voice from outside the sports world decided to join the conversation. And let me tell you what Megyn Kelly had to say about Clark in the WNBA. It's like throwing gasoline on an already raging fire. Here's the deal. Megyn Kelly, who's not even a sports commentator, suddenly starts talking about basketball. And she's not just talking, she's dropping bombs. Kelly comes out swinging, saying Clark is being abused on the court. That's a heavy word, right? She's not stopping there. Kelly's calling WNBA players a bunch of spoiled, jealous brats. Can you believe it? But wait, it gets even crazier. Kelly goes on to say that the only thing these players should be saying to Clark is thank you. Why? Because according to Kelly, Clark's bringing attention to a sport that no one cares about.
Black women inside the WNBA are resentful that this white woman came in and is getting all this attention. Nobody disputes that she's an amazing basketball player, but still they seem resentful and angry toward her. Homophobic, racists. That's why the other girls resent Caitlyn getting attention, because she's not Black or a lesbian.
It's the LGBTQ plus community. 70% of the WNBA is Black. A third of the players are in the LGBTQ plus community. I think that people have a problem with basketball playing women that are lesbian.
Ouch. That's got a sting for all the WNBA fans out there. Now, you've got people taking sides. Some folks are nodding along with Kelly saying, yeah, Clark's getting a raw deal out there. Others, they're shaking their heads thinking Kelly's way off base. It's like the whole basketball world just split down the middle. But here's where it really gets intense. Kelly brings race into the conversation. She's suggesting that Clark, as a white woman in a predominantly Black league, is facing extra challenges. That's when things went from heated to nuclear. Some people are saying Kelly's shining a light on a real issue. Others, they're furious, saying she's ignoring the achievements of Black players who've been the backbone of the WNBA for years. So now the WNBA's in a tough spot. They've got this new star in Clark who's bringing in fans and attention like crazy. But with all this drama, it's like they're trying to play basketball in the middle of a tornado. What are they gonna do? And get this, some folks are pointing fingers at the ref. They're saying maybe the officials are part of the problem. Are they really turning a blind eye when Clark gets knocked around? It's got people wondering if there's more going on behind the scenes than we know. This whole thing's turned into way more than just basketball. It's like a reality show, but with way higher stakes. We're talking about the future of women's basketball here. Will the league change how they handle rising stars? Are we gonna see new rules about player behavior? One thing's for sure, this story's far from over. Keep your eyes on the court, because things are about to get even more interesting. All right, let's wrap this up. Caitlin Clark's not just playing basketball. She's shaking up the whole WNBA. But man, it's not all sunshine and rainbows for her. The league's got a real situation on their hands now. It's like they're trying to ride a bull while juggling flaming torches. You know what's crazy? This isn't just about Clark anymore. It's about the future of women's basketball. The WNBA's got to figure out how to handle star power, how to keep the games fair, and how to deal with all this media attention. It's like they're writing a whole new playbook on the fly. And get this, the drama's far from over. The upcoming games, they're going to be like watching fireworks. Everyone's going to be watching Clark, the refs, the other players. It's going to be intense. So keep your eyes glued to that court, because things are about to get even wilder. This story, it's just getting started.